when you speak, people can hear where you're from just about, or they can recognize that you're not from this location, and oftentimes favoritism starts to, come in play. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay.
I'm not saying, I don't know, maybe not. Or it was racism.
It exists.
It does.
Let's see.
It's not a secret.
It happens.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. What we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction.
Yes,
super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
The first advice for anybody who wants to live in Norway is definitely make sure you have money.
Money?
Because, child, this is no El Dorado.
Because y'all living good out there. Very expensive.
Expensive.
Even to see y'all views is expensive.
Yes.
Man, I got some...
Yeah, even the groceries.
The cost of living, you gotta drive to Sweden, because expensive.
Well, they said all of them don't do that.
Well, for the ones who do, gotta drive to Sweden, that's expensive.
When I first came to Norway, the first time I went to a grocery store, I was so shocked by the prices. I literally stood in that shop for 40 minutes and looked at stuff, didn't buy anything, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? Nothing here is cheap. Like, things are so expensive. I'll give you an example.
Y'all don't have a dollar store?
That's normal for Sierra.
Oh wait, well, not a dollar. What do they
40
use?
minutes in the store?
I don't know. Euros?
Man, I didn't walked off by then. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we talking about two different
things.
No, I was asking if they had a dollar store, then I was like, wait, they don't use dollars.
Nah.
Y'all let us know. Now, what you was saying?
No, I said what I said. I think they heard me clear. Yeah, you take about 40 minutes in there.
Oh, yeah,
that's normal for you.
Yes, because if I'm getting out and going to a store, it's an outing. You got to cruise down the aisle.
Hey, she be walking.
See every little thing on the shelf.
I walk fast, she walks slow.
Yes.
She be telling me to slow down, her legs ain't long.
Yep.
That's the exact words.
It's like a stupid example. I'll give you an example. If you want Tabasco, you know the small bottle of Tabasco in France, it's like €1.50, and here it's 46 kroner, which is about 5 euros. And so many different examples. There's so many different examples like that, which make you go, oh wow. So the cost of living is crazy. Let's not even talk about renting here. It's very expensive. I'm very lucky that Bay owns this house, but everything else is like super expensive. Bills, oh my goodness, bills. Let's not even talk about electricity and water and all that good stuff, okay? The other thing that I find a bit challenging when living in Norway is the weather. Oh my goodness, like what? You know, in winter it gets dark very early. It gets dark at around 3. It's black. At 3 p.m. everything is black, and then the sun comes up or the light comes through at about 9. So you have very, very little time to actually enjoy your day. But in summer, oh my goodness, in summer it's practically never dark. You have like 3-4 hours of darkness, and that is all. So it could be midnight and you're walking out. It's looking like 5 p.m. That is what I really like about Norway. The weather,
okay, so because you guys have more light, what's the average time that the stores and restaurants close?
Right.
Because I forgot what it was we was watching, and they said they close everything down at like 5. It was somewhere close to there. I don't remember.
5?
But yeah, how is that? Like, do y'all have 24-hour stores? How's that?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the weather. When it comes back to the weather, I can say that you have days where it's very, very cold and very bleak. You will not see sun for some weeks on end. And then when you actually do see sun, it's It's not very long, and that sun is not warming at all. It's like, it almost feels like artificial sun. Like, you don't feel the heat on your skin, you know, like you just want heat. And another thing that I have to say, which was very spectacular for me last year, I experienced 4 seasons in one. Like, it could be spring and it could snow, and then you have sun, and then you have rain and fog. Yeah, it's just really, really crazy. I don't know how to explain it. You have to experience it. One thing that I have to say I really, really love about Norway is the beautiful scenery. Guys, you simply cannot imagine how beautiful Norway is. We went on a trip last year to Ålesund. And Ålesund is a beautiful city. It's like the Venice. They actually call it the Venice of Norway. It looks like Venice, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. So, and along that way we took the car, so we drove all the way from where we are, which is near Oslo. It's about an hour away from Oslo, and we drove all the way to Ålesund. Oh my gosh, guys, you have no idea just how gorgeous Norway is. The fjords, the green, like the green landscapes, the farms, everything is just really, really great. The other thing that we're going to talk about is the language. The language is actually not as challenging as you could think it is. It's very close to English. So if you speak English, another Germanic kind of language, good on you, kudos. If you speak French, you will notice there are quite a few words that are similar, and I feel like they borrow a lot of words from French. So that is definitely a plus. I speak French and I speak English, so it was a lot easier for me to actually understand. And another way that I've been learning Norwegian is through TV. I put programs in English and I have subtitles.
Oh, okay.
So
and you really learn a lot with subtitles. You know, you're always learning. Even without really wanting to learn, you always learn new words. If you've been working here and you have a child,
okay,
or under certain...
Because we already struggle with English, I don't think it's going to be easy for us.
You feel that? Oh man, we can nip it in the bud though.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it would take. Now we did
AAB
listen to some different languages and stuff, and say that we can catch on a little quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just give me the book.
Yeah.
I go by the book. I figure it out that way.
Yeah. Put it on Duolingo.
Yeah, all that way too.
circumstances, I think if you haven't been working but you've been living here and you're allowed to, you have like the some kind of permanent visa or something, some kind of permanent residence. When you have your child and you're not working, you're allowed, you're given up to, how much was it actually? You're given up to, I think it's 6,000 euros. Of child money. I never got any of that money, so I don't know how that works out, but I do know that you do get about 600 kroner. No, 6,000 euros.
She didn't get
for a child. And if you have been working here and you have a child and you've been working for about 9 months or 6 months prior to having, 6 months whilst pregnant or prior to having the child, you do get, if I'm not wrong, 75% of your salary, and you get that for up to a year. So you can take up to a year off and you do have your salary still. So that is really good. That's something that is to be commended. Norway is actually super child friendly. A lot is done to encourage parents to spend time with their children and to actually...
Okay, before she go into that, she said that she didn't get any of that money, so I'm going to assume that she had a baby. So
right.
It raised the question in my mind, like, if someone migrates there, how long until they can reap some of those benefits, or do they reap the benefits?
Right.
I mean, if
like,
they
is there
become a citizen, they should.
Like, is there a stay policy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
stay. How long you been here?
How long you been here first? You know what I'm saying? Before we can make sure you're not going nowhere.
Right, because there is something called, I stumbled across this recently, something called birth tourism or something, where people fly to a country just to have their baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
I wouldn't do that now.
We're going to have to look into that.
Yeah.
Not us looking into it.
We
done. We talking about like the you guys can send that in.
Yeah,
you know
let
what I'm
us
saying?
know.
Because that is different. That's interesting. I don't think a lot of people know that, because they may be wanting to move somewhere one day and be like, yo, I really want my children to be born here, but I'm already pregnant or something. And so that would be a cool option for them.
Yes, because our supporters always have questions and we like, might want to go to the original video and ask that question because we don't know. So let us know.
Go out with their children, so I like that. Guys, you have no idea just how fresh the air here is. I never realized just how polluted the air in France was until I came here.
Yeah, I imagine
this air that we breathe is super fresh. I can't believe it. Every time I go out and I breathe in and out, I'm like, wow, oh my goodness, this is something else. So that is just amazing. In regards to racism, I would say I've not exactly experienced full-on racism, but I've experienced a few. I've had a few experiences where I felt like it was down to race, I have to say. I've had a lot more episodes where I felt like race came into play here than in France. And I'm the kind of person who always tries to say, okay, I try not to make it a race thing, you know. I try to say, okay, this person is just an idiot, you know. But I felt a bit more aware of this issue here than anywhere else in Europe that I've been, actually, I have to say. So one of the things that absolutely shocked me here in Norway...
Could it just be favoritism? Like, we know you're not from here type of thing?
Yeah, like with that other girl, where was it?
Which one?
I don't know. When she was like, she said that I think it was Norway. I'm not sure. Or Sweden. Yeah. She said she was Sweden. She was a Sweden citizen or something. I don't know. She said something like that. Because
when you speak, people can hear where you're from just about, or they can recognize that you're not from this location, and oftentimes favoritism starts to, come in play. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay.
I'm not saying, I don't know, maybe not. Or it was racism.
It exists.
It does.
Let's see.
It's not a secret.
It happens.
Way was the level of politeness. I don't know how to put it in another way. You know, I found that people here are a bit rude. Like, they don't say excuse me in the shop, you know. Like, if you're in front of them, they don't say excuse me. They just march past you. They can knock you, or they can, like, kind of hurt you, like bump into you, and they don't say
mighty fast.
They just keep on going on their merry route, and you're like, okay, you know.
So, question to the fellas out there: when that happened to your lady, how do you handle that situation? Since it seems like it's a culture thing to just walk past people without saying excuse me.
Yeah.
Like, is that any level of sign of disrespect, or is that something that you guys are accustomed to?
Yeah, y'all don't view it as disrespect.
Y'all don't, yeah, exactly.
Because for us, that would definitely be like, hold up.
Yo, you gotta come back, rewind. That was a bad record, bro. Gotta hear that repeat. I want to hear it one more time.
Why did we both do that?
We did?
Yes.
Gotta bring it back, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So, hit us up in the comments, let us hear it.
That for me was a big problem, because here, the other thing that I realized that people are not very accustomed to saying hello to you. And I've earned myself the title of the hello police, because I insist that people say hello to me, especially if you come to our home and you're not saying hello. Like, that's actually something that seems to be socially acceptable here. And that has to be the craziest thing for me, that you don't say hello. I was taught that the first thing you have to say to a person that you just meet is hello. I come from the school of hello, please, and thank you. You know, so that was actually something that was a very big challenge for me, and that's something that I'm never going to accept. You have to say hello to me, and if you don't say hello to me, we have nothing to say to each other. If you love shopping, you're going to be a tad disappointed here, because there are not too many options. You know, you don't have as many malls as other countries, but it's completely normal. You know, there are not too many people here. There are about 5-point-something million people here, so in the whole of Norway, so it's normal that you don't have as many shops. I was so shocked by the size of grocery stores here. They're actually really small. The biggest grocery shops, the nearest biggest grocery shops have to be in Sweden, but here the grocery shops are small. They don't have too much variety, and they're so pricey. It's incredible how expensive the stuff is here. I wish you guys could see. It's just super expensive, you know. Like, one avocado is, it's like 3.5 euros for one avocado. I was really surprised by some of the prices here, and they don't have food markets like we have in France, where you know you could just go to like a food market and you have cheap stuff and like cheap fresh stuff. No, they don't have that. You can't buy stuff from like farmers. You can buy stuff directly from farmers, as in France. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to compare to France because that's my reference
like
point.
our farmers.
So I don't know how to explain, but you have to go buy stuff from the grocery shop, you know, and there's not a big variety of products, and everything is pretty much the same price. So I don't know how, it's really strange that way. I was very surprised when I saw that.
Yeah, it looked like she went through it when it came to grocery shopping.
Yes, these culture shops.
Man, for real. I mean, even when we came to Texas and we seen half of the stuff is not Louisiana type of food, we went through it.
He was like, where is the good sausage?
Like, everything was in a, like, oh man, even in the freezer aisles, like, we was looking for some originals. It was like, nah, it's not in here.
At least they have our Tonys and Slap Your Mama.
But when we ride back,
oh, we bring the ice chest.
oh yeah.
But you know, as I say, there are not too many people here, so it's explained. That's why it's explained. And the price, when it comes to safety here in Norway, I've never seen this. Like, I'm so safe here. I feel very safe here. We can sleep with the doors open, and I think the biggest menace would probably be a stray cat coming in, or who knows, like a moose or something coming in. You would never, it's very rare to hear stories about people being mugged or people being kidnapped or something crazy happening here. I think the biggest crime that happened in this town must have been like 20 years ago, if I'm not wrong. I heard that it was 20 years ago and it was a murder, and that was all. Ever since, there's not been a very big crime here, so
no police.
I don't know how to explain, guys. This is such. So, guys, it's midnight over here, and I have to get my butt to bed.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. I mean, check our channel out. You know what I'm saying? Go show some love.
Yes.
But being that they can sleep, you know what I'm saying, with doors open and the crime rate is real low, it seems like people just mind their business.
Yeah.
Even with her mentioning that the hello culture out there isn't too, you know what I'm saying, where people don't necessarily say hi, they just keep it moving.
But they was coming at her house.
Huh?
There were visitors at her house.
Oh, that's what that comment was?
Yeah, that's
I
what
thought
she
that was
said
just the norm.
when
like,
they came here, when they came to her house.
Oh, so they went to her house and didn't say hello.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Now, you gotta say hello, you gotta speak.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, if that's how it is outside the homes and everything, like you're in the grocery store, walking down the street, and people don't speak, say hello, I feel like they just obviously in their lane, mind their business.
Yeah. Maybe. Hopefully.
I feel like.
Hopefully. But okay, so if y'all don't say hello, when y'all start a conversation with someone in public, y'all just start the conversation?
Where you from?
Yeah. Yeah, so Norway seems like a cool place, you know?
Hey, facts. She spilled the beans on y'all, bro.
Yes,
She gave it all. That's what's up.
Alright, so we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request forms in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.